Hello, everyone. This is the most intelligent and magnificent bird, Buckbeak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I will be doing this character review on Gold Mythic Old Man Gregor. And before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. I'm doing good and I'm staying safe for the most part. And I told you guys that I was planning on doing 2 character reviews this week. This is going to be the first one, obviously, and then the second one that I would normally do on the weekend will probably be on Gold Mythic Isabel, so expect it to be her. And I know it's not the weekend, but I wanted to go ahead and knock this first one out the way first. So anyway, I figured he was a pretty hot tune to talk about still at this current time, so I figured why not. And I think we should go ahead and jump into this character review, shall we? Old Man Gregor, the Hidden. His trait is fast, his role is control, and his allegiance is a member of the Hidden. Let's take a look at his stats. His attack stat is 16,379. His HP is also 16,379, and his defense is 14,039. Now let's take a look at his adrenaline rush. Old Wounds. The recharge rate is 66 AP, so reasonably fast. Attack an enemy for 400% damage. If that enemy has a bleed status, then deal an additional 400% damage, 800% total. Up to 2 other enemies get dazed for 2 turns. Now let's take a look at his signature move. Maltreatment. The initial cooldown is turn 1. Number of cooldowns 1 turn. Number of uses unlimited. Deal 10% of this character's attack in maim damage to a line of enemies. Those enemies get 10% of this character's attack in bleed damage for 2 turns. Now let's take a look at Old Man Gregor's Mythic Abilities. Precision. Enemy resistance are 40% lower against this character. Stuck Pig. At the start of each turn, 50% chance all characters with the bleed status take 2,000 bleed damage for 1 turn. Cruel and unusual. When attacking someone with the bleed status, 100% chance to apply impair for 1 turn. And Misery Loves Company. When attacking, a 40% chance to spread 1 negative effect to an enemy. Now let's take a look at his specialist skill. Bloodthirst. Whenever this character attacks a target suffering from bleeding, the damage of that bleeding effect is doubled. Target can be doubled once per turn. If this character performs a critical hit on a target, the target gets crosshairs for 3 turns. Now let's take a look at his weapon. Old Man Gregor's Violent Bone Dagger. 30% attack, a medium bonus to AP when attacking. Leech Life. When attacking, a better chance to regain HP by 120% of the enemy HP loss. Alright, so Old Wounds. Attack an enemy for 400% damage. If that same enemy has a bleed status, then the damage will go up to, you will be able to do another 400% damage, so that making it 800% damage, and 2 other enemies get dazed for 2 turns. That's a pretty good adrenaline rush. I think it's pretty decent, especially if you have a bleed team. Old Man Gregor would work really well on a team with the likes of Shiva. Definitely Shiva, because she has Lacerator. And maybe Bruce, because he has bleed as well, but he doesn't really do any damage from what I can remember. But definitely, if you have a team with Old Man Gregor and Shiva on there, that could work pretty well. I think that could work really well together, because you can double that bleed, and with that bleed being doubled, the potential of his special skill could work with a Shiva, Old Man Gregor, combo on the same team. Overall, I like his adrenaline rush, and plus he gets a little bit of a bonus by giving 2 other enemies daze, which is nice. So we're going to talk about his signature move. Deal 10% of this character's attack in maim damage to a line of enemies, and those same enemies also get 10% of this character's attack and bleed damage for 2 turns. Man, that is, I think it's pretty good, depending on how low the enemy's HP is. The signature move could finish off a line right then and there, depending on how much damage has been done to that line, or if that line has a very low amount of HP. Just that signature move alone could take a line out and be done with that, which I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good for what it is, for sure. And also adding 10% of this character's attack and bleed damage along with the maim damage. That line won't last very long, depending on how much attack, depending on how much attack you have on your Old Man Gregor, for sure. Now let's take a look at his Mythic Abilities. Precision. Yeah, I'm sure that works how it's supposed to. So I would think about leveling that one up, or level that one up depending on you. So, Stuck Pig. At the start of each turn, 50% chance all characters with the bleed status take 2,000 bleed damage for 1 turn. I think that's really good. Plus, it's about half of 100% for 2,000 bleed damage to happen. I mean, it's not crazy amounts of bleed like a certain someone but it's not bad if for whatever reason you don't have Zachary. I mean, it's okay, but Zachary definitely beats Old Man Gregor in this department for sure. But I would think about leveling this one up. I don't know if I would necessarily level this one all the way, but I would think about it for sure. Cruel and Unusual. When attacking someone with the bleed status, 100% chance to apply impair for 1 turn. This one's kind of a strange one, and I'll tell you why. It's not got to do anything with the bleed, because that seems to be, his overall character. He's got bleed pretty much in certain parts of his kit. But the impair part for 1 turn, I don't really know what I think of cruel and unusual. Again, this is one I would think about. I would maybe consider leveling it up a little bit to see how it works. But the impair part for 1 turn's got me confused. So I would think about it for sure. And Misery Loves Company. When attacking a 40% chance to spread 1 negative effect to an enemy. Depending on what that negative effect is, I think this one could be really good. It has potential for sure. Like, if you want one enemy to have bleed, you could possibly spread that bleed to that certain enemy. I don't know if it works like that, but I would honestly think about leveling up Misery Loves Company. It could come in handy depending on certain scenarios you come up against in the future, for sure. And Bloodthirst, whenever this character attacks a target suffering from bleeding, the damage of that bleeding effect is doubled. Target can be doubled once per turn. If this character performs a critical hit on a target, the target gets crosshaired for 3 turns. Again, this is pretty good. Which S-Class tune had this one? Had Bloodthirst. I believe I had them, but I forget the name of them. But I didn't really use that character a whole lot, but this is still pretty good. For this type of character, Bloodthirst really benefits more so on someone like a damage dealer, for sure. Now, his weapon, I like the 30% attack. The medium bonus to AP is good, but I don't like that 3rd stat, Leech Life. I know there's something that you most likely already have that's better than this, so I would just forget this weapon. I would 5-star it, put a yellow weapon that has probably 40, 45, 50% attack, a very large to huge bonus to AP when attacking, probably bonus HP, AP, and 1535. I instantly think that's an automatic better weapon than his default weapon. I'm not sure with Leech Life. I mean, it's not worth crafting for, you know what I mean? But then again, the yellow armory selections aren't really the strongest. They're the weakest of the 4, for sure. And the weapon I just described, 50, 45, 40% attack, very large bonus to AP, or huge bonus to AP when attacking, bonus HP, AP, and 1535 is automatically a better weapon right off the bat, for sure. Now, what do I think of the look of this character? Well, the first thing, I love that little animation he is doing over there, just sharpening up his knife. That is pretty cool. And he just looks like he looks very interesting, for sure. He definitely looks like he needs to go back to Saw, or or American Horror Story. And pretty much, other than American Horror Story and Saw, I can't really think of anything else he would, like, his look would be from. So yeah, he's definitely got an interesting look for sure. I mean, he's a madman for sure. He's got to be wearing that pig over his head for sure. And if I can, I'm definitely going to try to get him for sure. But I don't know if I'll be able to. I would like to get him for sure. And I don't think I have much else left to say. So I think that's going to do it for this one. If you guys want to jump down there to the comments and tell me what you think about Gold Mythic Old Man Gregor, or just to simply say hi, you may. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and if you like my content, subscribe to see more. It would be much appreciated. And to those who are subscribed to me already, it is very much appreciated. You guys are very awesome, and I thank you again. I want each and every one of you to have a magnificent day and magnificent week as well. And don't forget to hit the bell and switch on all notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. I am Buckbeak, and I'm gonna go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.